Here is a psychology fact you're not ready for. High intelligence doesn't usually look like success. In the real world, it often looks like anxiety, indecision, and a feeling that you are constantly out of step with everyone else. If you've ever felt like you're watching the world from behind a glass wall, or like your brain is running on a completely different operating system than your friends, this harsh truth is going to hurt. You aren't broken. You aren't weird. You are likely highly gifted, and your brain has been lying to you about it your entire life. Today, we are going to look at the 8 signs of hidden giftedness that most people mistake for flaws. Psychologists call this the giftedness trauma paradox. We are taught that being smart means getting good grades and being confident. But for many people, high intelligence actually manifests as hypersensitivity and a struggle to fit into normal hierarchies. Your relationships, your career, and even your self-esteem are all influenced by this one psychological pattern. You have spent years trying to fix parts of yourself that aren't actually broken. They are just misunderstood features of a high-performance mind. You've been trying to run a supercomputer on a pocket calculator's battery, and you're wondering why you keep overheating. Let's break down the signs. Sign number 1 is existential depression. Most people can just be. They can enjoy a party, watch a movie, and go to sleep. But you are constantly plagued by the why. Why are we here? What is the point of this job? What is the meaning of this conversation? This isn't just sadness, it is structural intensity. Your brain processes information so deeply that you see the cracks in the foundation of reality that others ignore. Sign number 2, justice sensitivity. If you feel physical pain when you see something unfair, even if it has nothing to do with you, that is a hallmark of giftedness. You can't just let it go. Your brain is wired for system-level thinking, so a small injustice feels like a glitch in the entire matrix. But here is where it gets even worse. Sign number 3, chronic boredom. Psychology says people don't get bored because they are lazy. They get bored because their processing speed is too fast for their environment. Here's the painful part. Your brain chooses comfort over growth every single time unless you force it to change. You might be failing at school or struggling at work, not because the work is too hard, but because it is too easy. And this next part explains why you often feel like an imposter in your own life. Sign number 4, the imposter syndrome loop. The more you know, the more you realize you don't know. This is the Dunning-Kruger effect in reverse. Smart people constantly doubt their competence because they are painfully aware of complexity. Sign number 5 is sensory processing sensitivity. You might be the person who needs to cut the tags off your shirts, or who gets overwhelmed by loud noises or bright lights. Your brain takes in more data per second than the average person. You aren't dramatic. You are just receiving a higher definition signal. Sign 6 is multipotentiality. You have too many interests. You want to be a writer and a scientist and a musician. Society tells you to pick a lane, but your brain is designed to synthesize connections across different fields. Sign number 7 is a night owl chronotype. Studies show a correlation between higher IQ and staying up late. Your brain craves the quiet of the night to process the massive amount of information you absorbed during the day. Final sign, the hermit mode. You need massive amounts of alone time to recharge. This isn't just introversion, it is intellectual recovery. If those hit you, good. It means you needed it. Here's the truth you've been avoiding. You have been judging yourself by the standards of people who do not see the world the way you do. You have been trying to trim your wings so you can fit through the door. If you want to break this cycle, start with radical acceptance. Stop apologizing for your intensity. When you feel too much for a situation, remind yourself, I'm not broken, I'm just high resolution. You need to find your peers. You need to find the work that actually challenges you. And most importantly, you need to stop waiting for permission to be smart. Being gifted isn't about being better than anyone else. It's just a different set of struggles. But once you understand the machinery of your own mind, you can stop fighting it and start driving it.